Good morning, friends. This is what Saturday morning looks like on our homestead. We have the hubs taking care of chickens. We've got laundry on the line already. And we've got the girls. I was going to video and show you the girls, but evidently they have left us. So we got our first load off to the ministry of their seeds and their plants, and they were super excited. I want to bring you out and see. We'll check and see what Mr. Bunny did last night. See if my trick worked. So what I did yesterday was, after I got over myself and pulled up my big girl pants and quit feeling sorry for myself about the peppers, I came out and sprinkled all the peppers with cayenne powder to see. Oh, look, it worked. Let's come over here and look at these. These are the bell peppers. I was really worried that he would find these. Yay, he didn't. Tomatoes are looking good. Let's see. Yeah, the one marigold's just not going to come back. And then we got some more tomatoes. Here's as you can see, they're taller than they appear. Our volunteer potatoes that came back. And then down through here, I planted some provider beans. They haven't sprouted yet. I cleaned up the calendula bed. Uh-oh. I did not sprinkle my Marconi peppers. I need to do that or he'll find them. Okay, and then here, these are the Rutgers tomatoes. They're doing really well. My Hungarian paprika peppers. I sprinkled what little I had left. I did find more out in the high tunnel. See how pitiful? I mean, that one's like maybe an inch tall. I went ahead and planted it. The cucumbers loved their day yesterday with sun. Come down here. Melons are still happy. These are the Hale's Best. So we're checking to see if we like these better or the Italian melons. And then down here, we've got two pitiful peas coming up, and it looks like I need to weed in there. And the pinto beans. Whoops. Sorry, I didn't mean to go so fast on you. So down through here are kidney beans. These are the old homestead beans. These are green beans. These are the ones that we usually grow every year. We're seeing if we like the providers better than these. These are my cayennes. We have to grow cayenne. Oh, look, there's one of them gone. Oh, look at that. Right at the nub. It's like he knows. And I didn't sprinkle these, so I need to sprinkle these. So I grow the cayennes to make the cayenne powder to keep him from eating the cayennes. So what's that? It's a seed of some kind. Yesterday I left my Tennessee tomatoes in there for right now. I planted butternut squash. It's an Italian variety for the hubs. And then in here, I planted more beets. And then I got this bed ready for today. And then we'll come over here and check out what's going on. So these are my San Marzano tomatoes. Those always do really well. This is a bed that is waiting to be cleaned out so we can plant it. So, and I'm not, please don't take this as me being ugly, but I see all these posts about people who are having trouble starting their ground cherry seeds. Well, I assure you, once you get them started, you can't stop them. They come up everywhere. And so they have kind of come, they're not really the bane of my existence, because that would be Mint or Creeping Charlie. But I giggle because you get all these people who are trying to grow them, and I'm growing them with no effort at all. And I'm sure that's, the reverse of that is the case. So here are my Romanesco tomatoes. I've got 8 of those going. And then, of course, our blacktail watermelon. What's going on down here with this guy? He might just need watered. They might need watered. It was really hot here yesterday, but it was, we had monsoon season right before that. So one of the things I've been doing, I showed you all those weeds, is I've been trying to pull as many of them up from in between the beds and up against the beds as I can by hand, so that when Hubs comes in with the propane burner. But see this, I don't know if you can see just how muddy that is. That's why we put in raised beds. So you don't have to have, I know a lot of people watch YouTubers who only use raised beds and they think they have to have raised beds. There's a time and a place for everything. Raised beds are great for a condition like that, but they dry out quickly. So if you have raised beds, you're going to spend a little more time watering, and it's just a matter of choice. Now here are some other melons that I planted yesterday. These are the Italians, and they were happy to get out of the high tunnel. Some of them were starting to get a little bit root bound, but I'm behind the 8 ball. Here are my Champagne Bubbles tomatoes. They're kind of a slow starter compared to the others. So these are a small yellow grape tomato. And last year I had started a whole tray of seeds. The chipmunks got them, and I had 3 plants left. So I just wanted to make sure last year, if I didn't get anything else, I got enough to start seeds this year. So I've got 7 plants this year. My seed saving worked. I highly recommend that book I told you about, Seed to Seed. And I left this guy in here. This is some cosmos coming back from last year to visit. We left them in here because I'm all about the companion planting, and I'm pretty sure, knock on wood, we had no tomato hornworms last year. And that being said, I think it's all about the companion planting, getting those beneficials in here. Like I said, we had lots and lots of ladybugs, which people pay for, and ooh, look. And really, you just need to find a habitat that they're happy in and just attract them. We've got more cosmos coming up there. These were the 4 teeny tiny Champagne Bubbles. I didn't like the leaf color on them as they were starting to come out. They were kind of, I want to say they were kind of a gold color. So I went ahead and just brought them out and planted them. I wanted to make sure that they lived, because they're a really sweet. They're great for salads. We make caprese salad a lot here in the summer. And we do that because we have lots of tomatoes. We're eating from the garden, and it's something that I can, and we grow the basil. Look at all this cosmos coming up. I have to show you this. This is outside the bed. So we try to grow what we eat what we grow. We're trying, to eat more in season. So by doing the Champagne Bubbles tomatoes to put in the caprese salad, it adds a different flavor of tomato, if that makes sense. You know, having all the colors is great for eye appeal, but having the different tastes and textures is great too. Look at those. Can you see those beets in the high tunnel? Maybe we'll go in there and look. So we were talking on a live chat last night about blue martins, and I'll try to go slow. We've got that blue martin house, and then we grew the birdhouse gourds and treated them, and sadly we didn't get them out there in time. But we'll get them out there for next year. You want to make sure when you're doing something like that that you really wire those in so that the nests don't fall. So this is kind of where we are in the high tunnel. A lot of empty trays now. A lot that need emptied today. Look at this feverfew. I need to take that outside. We grow this one as a medicinal. The fig. But here are the beets. They're really going crazy. And then the cauliflower. This little guy shouldn't even be here, which he's past his prime, but we left him alone. And then our last sad, lonely pea. And look here beside him. Do you see what that is? It's a tomatilla. We've got tomatillas and ground cherries coming up all over on this end of the high tunnel. So my job's going to be to pull all those out. So anyway, that is a Saturday morning on our little homestead. It's going to be super, super hot, so I'm out here early trying to make sure that I get done everything I want to get done before I can go do other things. So we've got aromas to plant today. I've got my birdhouse gourds. I got to get some more flowers in. My new Excalibur came this week. Oh look, I forgot. Looks like I've got some cilantro to plant. No cumin. I don't know what that is growing there, but it is not cumin. Kiss Me Over the Garden Gate did not come up. Don't have to worry about that. But there's those birdhouse gourds that I started from seed when I cleaned out. I'll show you my little gourds I did. There's all the gourds that we did. So we treated them with linseed oil, but they've already got the holes in the top. They're just waiting to get hung. And then, oh no, I just dumped all my sunflower seeds. There's a mess for me to clean up today. So we want to plant a big, huge thing of sunflower seeds. That way we've got sunflowers for the chickens this year. Uh-oh. There's Mr. Appalachian Mercantile coming to give me my marching orders for the day. So be blessed and be a blessing, and we will talk to you next time.